Well, hello everyone. This is Richard Kadish, owner and broker in charge of Go Gated Realty, Hilton Head Island and Bluffton, South Carolina. 843-684-2933. Email rich@gogated.com. And today is July 24th, 2024. We're on Hilton Head Island at Port Royal Plantation, a 24-hour guarded and gated community, a private oceanfront residential community at the heel of the foot of Hilton Head Island. This community is about 1,000 acres with approximately 970 total homes. It has frontage on both Port Royal Sound and the Atlantic Ocean, where there's a beach club, an oceanfront Olympic-sized swimming pool. Port Royal Plantation, in addition to the beach club and the Olympic-sized swimming pool, also has 2 tennis courts and 6 pickleball courts, miles of leisure paths. The annual HOA here, by the way, is $2,060 in 2024. This includes the care of all the common areas, the recreational amenities, and 24-hour security. Now, there is an optional club just outside the gates of the community. Port Royal has 2 18-hole golf courses, and that's part of the optional club. So you have optional golf, and they also have 8 clay tennis courts at that optional club and 2 pickleball courts. They have a restaurant with no food and beverage minimum there. If you think you have an interest in this community and in that separate club membership, of course, please call me and we'll talk about everything. Well, today we're going to go back and we're going to see the Ocean Club, the beach club with the oceanfront swimming pool. We'll walk out to the beach. It's one of the widest and best beaches on Hilton Head Island. We'll also talk a bit about the sales market here in Port Royal Plantation, and we're going to tour a home that was purchased by one of my clients and just closed, and the new owners have been gracious enough to allow us to go and walk through that home and talk about it. Now, for anyone interested in history, Hilton Head Island and Port Royal in particular has a very rich history, specifically as regards the Civil War. I'll just summarize a little bit of it for us as we drive back towards the ocean. The secession movement actually began earlier than with Fort Sumter. It began after a couple of tariffs were imposed by the North on the South. The one of 1828 was referred to as the Tariff of Abominations, and it was a tax on goods that the South sought to import from Europe, as an example, instead of buying things from the North. And over in Beaufort, there was a gentleman by the name of Robert Barnwell Rhett who organized a secession movement early on, which was certainly very radical, and gave a fiery speech over in Bluffton under a secession oak tree, as it's now called. And so the movement to secede became known as the Bluffton movement. Bluffton being the town just across the intercoastal from Hilton Head Island. Well, fast forward, ultimately the South Carolina and many states did succeed. By the time that Abraham Lincoln was inaugurated in 1861, already 7 states had seceded from the Union, and South Carolina was one of them. After Lincoln was inaugurated, of course, then the South fired on Fort Sumter, the Union fort that was in Charleston Harbor. That was in April 12th of 1861. The fort surrendered. Soon thereafter, Abraham Lincoln, his cabinet, decided to execute what became known as the Anaconda Plan, and that was to strangle the southern hold on the different ports all the way from Charleston and North Carolina around into the Gulf. And so they set up their headquarters. The Department of the Navy for the North, was established right here on Port Royal on Hilton Head Island. Well, on November 7th in 1861, Captain Samuel Francis DuPont sailed 77 northern gunboats into Port Royal Sound to capture this part of the coastline and to pulverize Fort Beauregard across Port Royal Sound on St. Philip's Island, and to pulverize Fort Walker here in Port Royal on Hilton Head Island. The North came ashore and established this as their headquarters. Very interesting addition to that is that over the years, the South would do little excursions over here to Hilton Head Island just to harass the Union, and finally the Union responded by going over to Bluffton, South Carolina in June of 1863 and burning the town of Bluffton to the ground, 2/3 of it. All of this being detailed and beautifully reported on by my friend Jeff Fulgham, who has a book I can highly recommend to you. It's called the Bluffton Expedition, the Bluffton Expedition, and the subtitle is The Burning of Bluffton, South Carolina During the Civil War. You can get that on Amazon. I think you might find it very interesting if you are interested in history and would like to learn more about the history of this area. So now we're here at the Beach Club. This beautiful building was just renovated a few years ago, and of course it's the site of many community activities, groups and clubs that they have here. And immediately next to it is the community swimming pool. This is a beautiful and large community swimming pool, and with the ocean in the background, we get some great ocean breezes here. And it just takes a couple of minutes to walk out to the beach. Very wide dunes here in this part of Hilton Head Island, and this elevated boardwalk takes us out there very quickly and easily. Well, as we go, let's just talk a bit about the market here in Port Royal. Today, there are just 5 homes for sale in all of Port Royal Plantation. They range in price from $1,100,000 to $2,700,000. There are 6 homes that are under contract but not yet closed, and there are 19 homes that have sold and closed in the past 6 months. And those homes, the sold home prices, range from $875,000 up to $5,100,000. As you might imagine, that $5 million house was certainly an oceanfront house. And the average sold price was $1,802,479. And those homes, those sold homes, were just on the market for an average of 20 days. And the average bid to ask price was 97.44%. Now, the good homes sell quickly, and I think that just underscores the importance of having a good buyer's agent help you in this marketplace to assist your success. So on the beach, we're looking north into Port Royal Sound. It's about 2 miles across there. And the beach up in this part of the island is very wide. The town of Hilton Head Island is just about to begin a new beach renourishment process, which occurs roughly every 9 to 10 years. Most of the renourishment is needed more in the middle part of the beach on Hilton Head Island, but some of it will occur up on this end of the island. Beautiful beach, beautiful primary dunes with the sea oats, the oceanfront houses, just in the background there are the trees. And this part of the community turns the corner, the heel of the foot goes into the Port Royal Sound. Well, as much as I'd like to linger out here on the beach because there's a beautiful breeze out here, and there always is, and it is a wonderful beach day, well, we need to get on with our tour, make our way to the home that just closed, purchased by my clients. As we head back here, I'll just tell you a bit about myself. Again, I'm a buyer's agent, ladies and gentlemen. I don't represent sellers, but occasionally, mostly buyers. I'm a fiduciary. I represent you, the buyer, not the seller, almost always. And my fee, well, it's already in the price of the home. It's in the price of the real estate you buy. And I'm paid at closing only if you buy and when you close, if you close. And I have 47 years of local Hilton Head Island and Bluffton real estate experience. I'm also a former licensed South Carolina home builder. With my clients, we compare resale homes to new homes. I love helping my clients through the new home building process. And we compare new to resale homes. We compare communities, both on Hilton Head Island and across the bridge in Bluffton and Hardyville. And I lived on Hilton Head Island for 36 years. And today I live in Bluffton for the last 11 years or so. So I know both communities, both areas very well. And I'm sure that if you bring me on as your agent, a buyer's agent, that we will find success and we'll find the best home for you and the best community for you based on your budget, your lifestyle, whatever's important for you. It's all about you, ladies and gentlemen. And we're here now at our subject home today on Barony Circle. And before we go in, let's just take a look around the neighborhood, a very quick look. And of course, aside from the stunning beauty of this community, you might notice that the home sites are very large. The home site of our subject property today being 0.5973 acres. That's much bigger than the typical full-size lot that you get in most communities today. Well, this house was built in 1981. It has traditional rough sawn cypress siding, which is a semi-transparent stain. It's been beautifully maintained over the years, but despite that, we have made or are making some repairs to the house, to the electrical panel, and of course the buyer is having the entire interior painted. But the roof and the basic bones are in very good condition, been very cared for. The home has 2,250 square feet, heated and cooled square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, a full 2-car garage, beautiful yard. So let's go in and take a look at this house. So we're here in the foyer hallway with a large skylight overhead, bringing in lots of natural light. Beautiful wood floor in this custom home. We'll see quite a bit of it. Today, of course, most of the new homes have luxury vinyl plank or laminate. This home has the real wood floors and our line of sight across the living room to a triple living room door with beautiful woodworking around it. We'll see a lot more of that as we do here around the fireplace, the built-in shelving. Our hallway to the bedrooms is off to the right. We'll come back to that in just a minute. Here in the living room, we have a large sloped ceiling. Could be called a shed ceiling or a vaulted ceiling, I suppose, with two more skylights up top, bringing in lots of natural light. And even though this house was built in '81, it has still a contemporary feel to it in the sense that the living room is open to the dining room. And you see there's a pass-through too to the kitchen. Our dining room and so many of the other rooms having crown molding, flat ceilings, which again you see modern houses, contemporary houses with the flat ones. Oftentimes the older houses have the textured ceilings, but not this one. Beautiful woodworking, lots of natural light, all of the window coverings included in the price. And this would be a family room over here or a TV room. It's a multi-purpose room that could be for whatever the owner has in mind. I'm not sure how the new owner will be using this room, frankly, but probably as a sitting room would be fine, a TV room. Clearly a dining room table is going to go beneath this light fixture here. And in the kitchen, we see many timeless features. Beautiful island, granite top, stainless steel appliances. These casement windows are wood. And you wouldn't know that this wasn't a brand new house, I don't think, excepting that it has many of these traditional features, solid wood doors. Over in this little area here, which someone might, I suppose, use as an eat-in kitchen, the previous owner was using it as a little office with a desk. Plenty of room for that. Our door takes us through to the garage. We'll go there later. And here's a quick look at our foyer with that skylight. Lots of light coming through that doorway and the side panels. And then just off of the foyer is a half bathroom. Just off of the foyer on the other side, we have what could be a den, but it's also a third bedroom because it does have egress. It has a closet, two big windows facing front, but this would be versatile as either a home office or as a bedroom. And between this room and the next bedroom, you have a Jack and Jill bathroom, granite top, high vanity, framed mirror. Lots of things you see in contemporary homes. Crown molding, tub and shower with the tiled shower surround. Looking very good. And then into, it's either the second or third bedroom, depending on how you're counting. This is an interesting floor plan, an interesting room, because adjacent to this bedroom, well, there's a separate living room, which would be perfect for these new owners because they have family, they have a daughter and grandchildren who are going to come visit, so I imagine they'll stay over here in this bedroom and have this separate little living room here. You see it's set up for your cable attachment here. Separate sitting room so you can unwind or have the children unwind and be over here. Very interesting feature where the one room leads to the next. Across the hall is our primary bedroom at the back. That's typically where they are in a Hilton head home. Now this bedroom has a vaulted ceiling There's a quartet of casement windows there. Crown molding, a vaulted ceiling with a fan. Now, I may have said that the new owner is going to have this house painted, so the painter is coming in later today or tomorrow. They're going to paint the entire interior of the house. Very common to have that done when you buy a new home. And again, look at this woodworking. This is above and beyond the traditional or the current cottage trim, which is the thicker with capitals and squared off. This has got extra custom woodworking, high baseboards, really looking good. And the primary bathroom then has upgrades which make it very contemporary at the same time. Granite top, undermount basins, framed mirrors, and a tiled shower with a frameless enclosure. Beautiful tiled floor. On this side of the bathroom we have a large walk-in closet with custom shelving. It wraps around. One of the larger closets that you'll see, with lots of shelving, built-in drawers. The new owners of this house are from Maryland, and I've been working with them for some years now. They bought a Fazio villa in Palmetto Dunes with me some years ago. They then sold their house in Maryland and moved down to Palmetto Dunes into the Fazio villa. And they decided, after being in the Fazio for a while, that it really wasn't big enough for them. They really preferred to have a freestanding home. And so we began shopping for ocean communities on Hilton Head Island, which is what they wanted. We shopped Sea Pines, Shipyard. We shopped Palmetto Dunes. And then when they were introduced to Port Royal Plantation, where we're at now, they really thought that this could be the place for them. They like the fact that this is a private community. You know, it's just residential. No short-term rentals, no vacation rentals. And with the beautiful beach club and so forth, well, they ended up purchasing this house for the full asking price of $1.1 million. No regrets whatsoever. And I just want to say to them, thank you and congratulations on your purchase. So I'd like to invite you to call me or email so that we can get acquainted and I can become familiar with what your wants and needs are, your wish list, and your dream home that you're looking to find, whether it's here on Hilton Head Island or in Bluffton. Regardless, here's how you can reach me. My cell number, 843-684-2933. It also takes text, and you're welcome to call me at any time. My email address, rich@gogated.com. rich@gogated.com. And my website is gogated.com. And you can see more videos like this one if you liked it, and I hope you did, at my Go Gated channel on YouTube. That's spelled as just one word, Gogated, the Go Gated channel. Please subscribe. And I want to thank you for watching today. And I look forward to meeting with you and working with you here as your buyer's agent. Thank you again. Look forward to talking to you soon.